Right, and 3, 2, 1, thank you. You should have drawn this shape, thank you very much. And sometimes when we find the area of shape, some of the numbers are missing. I repeat, sometimes when we find the area of shape, some of the numbers are missing. So this time I'm just going to teach people. I'm just going to teach you how you do this one. And then we're actually going to do one together. So we're into the teaching phase now. Now, so paying attention because you're going to do a question like this in your assessment. And I want you to understand how it works. Thank you. Now all these measurements are centimeters. All these measurements are centimeters. So I'll just write that down. Centimeters, 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 and centimeters. Right. Now, you know when you find an area of a shape like this, it's a joining of a rectangle and a square or something. So you can't just find the area of the whole shape all at once, can you? You've got to divide it into squares and rectangles. So let's go and do that. Alright, let's go and do that. So I'll show you. There, I've done that nicely. Now there's a problem when we've done that because we've got measurements for one area but we don't have measurements for the other. I wonder if you can see that. I wonder if you can see that this is 10, right? So we've got that, and that's 8. So whatever's in there will be 10 times 8. I hope you can see that. Whatever's in there is going to be 10 times 8. And we can work that out. 10 times 8, guys, is actually 80 centimeters squared, right? But what we don't have, guys, is this. Guys, we don't have that, and we don't have that. We don't have that, and we don't have that. We don't have the bottom measurements. Now, in order to find those, we've got to be a little bit clever. In order to find those, we've got to be a little bit clever. I'm going to show you what to do. We know that this is 20. We know that that's 20, right? So if that's 20, and over here is 8, right? If this whole side over here is 20, this whole side in green is 20, and this side over here is 8, that means how much should be left over here? Yes? 12. So we can actually draw a little 12 down there, right? And you can do this with me. Right, so we've got that. We've got the measurement of the side down here, but now we've got to find the measurement of this. We actually don't have that, but we sort of do, because we know that this is 10 and we know that that is 5. Right? We know that this is 10 and we know that that is 5. So, what would this then be? Yes? 15. Right? Which means that then we've got to do 12 times 15. Which means then we've got to do 12 times 15. 12 times 15. You should just do the sum. 12 times 15. Anyone actually know what that is? What do you think it is, Mr. John? Yeah, 180 centimeters squared, which means, guys, we plus the 80 to 180, and who knows what we get? What do we get, Tom? Yeah, we get 260 centimeters squared. Okay? Right, so there's one I just did for you. There's one I just did for you. We're now going to do one together. We're now going to do one together, and you're going to help me. So let's draw a new one up. And do exactly the same sort of shape. Just going to switch out the numbers. And do exactly the same sort of shape. Just going to switch out the numbers. Going to make this 14 centimeters. Going to make this 30 centimeters. Going to make this bit here 12 centimeters. Going to make this bit here 6 centimeters. Right. What do we do? What do we do? I'll let you draw that. Do draw that, thank you. Do draw that. What do we do? What's the first thing we do? We've got to find the area. I'll let you draw that. I can see we're not all there yet. Okay, what's the first thing we do? We're doing this together. What are we doing, Corey? Well, you find out. Well, I'll tell you what, that is pretty good. Why don't we find out the missing numbers first? That's fine. How do we find the missing numbers? What do we do, Corey? Right, so this 14 and the 6, right? We know that's got to be the same as this. Right? So you would plus the 14 and the 6, and what would that be? 20 centimetres. Well done, Corey. So we've actually got that measurement now, which means we can start to find the area. We're also going to need this one, but we're going to need that. How are we going to find out the blue measurement? What are we going to do, Ethan?
We're going to minus 12 of 30 because 30 is the big length down the side.
That's it. We know that that's 30. We know that that's 30, and we know that that's 12, right? So this must be whatever 30 take away 12 is, right? And what is it, by the way?
18 centimetres.
It's 18 centimetres. Good. We've found the missing lengths. We've found the missing length. Okay, so what do we do now? We can't just find the area. We've got to do something else. What do we do, Sophie? Yeah. Let's make it a square and a rectangle, or two rectangles. Right. So what's the sum that goes in this box then to find the area? What's the formula? Yes, Austin. Alan. Yeah, it's 12 here, which is this measurement. 12 times 14, which is this measurement here. So 12 times 14. Anyone know what that actually equals? Anyone done that one for me? Alexandra? I'll just double check. 12 times 14. 168. Good, it is going to be one. We'll just remember it's centimetres. That's fine. Right, what about down the bottom, this bottom rectangle? What's the formula? What's the sum that's going to go in there, Reese? 18 times 20. Right. Did you have to do these sort of questions on Maths Online? You didn't have to find missing numbers, did you? Yeah, didn't think so. All right, 18 times 20, which is what? Can anyone work that one out? Have you got that one, Reese? 18 times 20 equals, 360. Okay, so, right, so you've got that. What now? You've got 168 and 360. What are you meant to do, Austin? 168 plus 360. I wonder if anybody's actually worked that out. Just a good old-fashioned addition. You got that, Sky? 520. Good, and that's 520 centimetres squared. Oh, sorry, 528 centimetres squared. Okay, we're going to do one all by ourselves. So that was together. Now we're going to try. We're doing the teach together try. Here we go, guys. Same shape, just going to change the numbers. Thanks very much. Here we go in the try phase. This is going to be 20 centimetres. That's going to be 40 centimetres. That's going to be 22 centimetres here. 22 centimetres. We'll make that equal to about 10 centimetres. Right. And I think, given that, you should be able to work it out. So go on. Draw it up. Have a go. Have I left anything out, Josh, or is it possible? It's possible, isn't it? Good. Okay, what is the area? We better charge on. Here we go. Alright, so what you should have done is it doesn't matter whether you found the measurements first. Let's find the measurements first, though. Guys, if that's 10 there, right, and that's 20, then this should be 10 plus 20, shouldn't it? Hope you're watching here, Sophia. And that should be 30 centimetres. Right? That should be 30 centimetres. I think I've got that right. But we need the other measurement here as well. We need this one. So we've got that, and we've got this, don't we? And we know that this equals 40. So over here, from here all the way down to there, that should equal 40 as well. Because it should mirror that one, shouldn't it? Right? So if that's 22, the question is, what's left over? So it's 40 take away 22, which is 18. So that's 18. So now you've got all your measurements and you just needed to divide it up now. So the sum I needed to do in this box for area was what? The equation was what? Marlena? 22 times 20, yeah, it's still a big number. What's the answer to that, by the way? What's the answer, Arlen? 140? 440 was correct. Right, so what about the bottom one here? What did I have to do then? What was the sum? What was the equation? Reese? Yeah, 30 times 18. Who's got the answer? 30 times 18. What's the answer? Tom? Is it 540? Yep, good. So 540. Okay, so what now? What now? Arlen? Yeah, 540 plus 440, which equals 980 what? Centimetres squared. All right. And there's the triphase over. Put up your hand if you got it right. All right, hands down.